We're watching the tropics. We have several systems that we're keeping an eye on. Of course, Fiona moving away, an issue for Bermuda. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Gaston off in the North Atlantic, two tropical waves, and Invest 98, which is moving through the Caribbean, perhaps a little bit better organized today. This one, you can see a low-level swirl developing in the last few frames, right in this area here, where I put the arrow, and the hurricane hunters are going to be flying through this, investigating. Has a 90% chance of developing as it moves through the Caribbean into the northwestern Caribbean. This is a more than ideal area for development. You know, if you look back historically, a lot of tropical storms and hurricanes form in this area of the Caribbean, the western Caribbean. There's Jamaica there, just south of Cuba, and very warm water in this area too. Computer model tracks, well, they've been all over the place, but by Monday they bring it into the northwestern Caribbean, and they really diverge after that. They were in a little bit better agreement yesterday, not so much today. We have all the way from the Yucatan and even a model east of Florida. This, I believe it's a Navy model. It has been persistent in keeping it just to the east, the Euro, and even the GFS bringing it into Florida. GFS is more like North Florida. Euro, of course, in toward the Keys. So it's one that we'll have to watch closely. It hasn't developed yet, but it has lots of warm water to strengthen. Water temperatures above 85 degrees, close to 90, just south of Cuba. So we go from this, and if it has any impact on the U.S. East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, it'll likely be 5, 6, 7 days away. So lots of time to watch it. There's a look at what is a really incredible hurricane. And we're getting new information coming in on this. The wave heights on some of the buoys ahead of this, upwards of 40 and 50 feet. And there's an instrument called a sail drone that flies through these. And they put out a tweet today, 50-foot waves recorded from this. And I suspect they're going to get even higher. This is a Category 4 hurricane. There's the chart there, and you can see it peaks at almost 14 meters, which is about 50 feet. And it's still climbing at that point, too. That's an incredible storm. Now, it's going to bear down on Bermuda. Bermuda just to the north, and then eventually the Canadian Maritimes. That happens tomorrow night. Bermuda's already getting some wind and some rain, but the eastern Nova Scotia is really, they're going to get a hurricane like they haven't seen in all, maybe ever, with winds well above 100 miles an hour, more than likely on the eastern, the right side of the track from this. And there's a forecast tracks for it.